This is a really fun story. My name is Savannah Black, and my hometown is Greencastle, Indiana. I came to SMWC for an accumulation of reasons. I wanted to have a flexible degree, so I wanted to be able to get a marketing degree as well as an art degree, and there wasn't a lot of options for that. I also came here just so that I could grow in my academics, but also learn from people and grow in my faith and spirituality. I came because I knew that when I left, I would have a little bit of a legacy and so many connections that I could take with me, which I thought was really cool. And I learned that just from meeting people who had come here in the past. I just started seeing people with rings, and I would just walk out and I would be like, oh my gosh, like, is that a Woods ring? And I started to recognize it even before I had decided to come here. One of my favorite ones was I was at my little hometown and we were at like a little booth, and they had this lady who had her own, because I want to be an entrepreneur. That is like the end goal of everything I'm doing here. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to help the world somehow. I just walked up to her because I had seen her Woods ring. And I was like, where is that from? And she started to tell me so excitedly about the Woods and how it had empowered her and given her the opportunity to be an entrepreneur all by herself. And that was one of the things among, and experiences among everything else that like really solidified coming here, because it is such a communal thing that lasts a lot of generations and gives you a lot of connections. When you have that ring, it's so visible and people just recognize it everywhere you go. The Woods ring can be recognized in different countries, and it's really amazing. So I learned about St. Mary of the Woods College through a lot of connections just within my family. One of my parents' best friends, she came here, and I didn't know about that until I started learning about it. So I remember the first moment that I had just heard the name St. Mary of the Woods College. We were just looking up business colleges in Indiana, and this one came up, and we started learning about the history, and I said, you know what, it's time. I need to actually get on to learning more about college, applying, getting through this process. But it's a trend with me. It's always the first thing that I go back to. That happens a lot. So St. Mary of the Woods College was the first one that I looked up, and it's where I ended up going. Thinking about college felt pretty straightforward until it came to actually applying. And then I was like, wow, there's a lot, because I wanted to do it the right way. And I wanted to do everything perfectly. So I wanted to be able to just get a real sense of all of my opportunity. And when it really came down to it, visiting the colleges really, really helped. The first time I visited St. Mary of the Woods, it was kind of a gloomy day, but everybody was just so nice, and the college was just so pretty. And it came down at the very end. My final decision was made by the SMTG cohort. I'm an SMTG scholar, so I'm a St. Mother Theodore Guerin scholar. She's the foundress of our college, and so I learned a lot about her through that process. I just really wanted to learn more about my faith, and the fact that she was just such a strong woman was so cool to me. She's just an empowered woman, and that is what I wanted to be. Her being the foundress of this college and her, her legacy, I feel still much lives here today. Becoming an SMTG scholar was really cool because it was just a whole nother way of empowerment that I knew that I could get from this college. And it was also a way to give back to the college, which was one of my big goals coming here. I wanted to be able to do academics, the three main things: academics, grow in my faith, and just find out what that meant to me, but also give back to my community. And I wanted to not only do those things, but have people teach me how to do those things. And the SMTG cohort I knew would be a really good way to do that. One of the reasons that the SMTG cohort is so special to me is the way that they presented it when I came and the way that I viewed it. It's so empowering. It has a foundation of women because the college was founded on that. And so seeing the success from all of those years prior in the SMTG cohort, I knew that coming here, I could be one of them, and I could be someone who comes out of it and comes out of the experience successful, and someone who can lead and someone who can change the world. The fact that it was mostly women just felt so empowering, because it was especially women in business. And it just taught me that this school is here to support you, and that's one of the biggest reasons that I chose to come here. Even as a commuter student, I'm super involved on campus. I love being here. I'm here all the time. I'm involved in Service 31, which is a service club. I love that club. We do all kinds of things, just giving back to the community. Also interned for the Marcom office, and I love that job. It's so fun. We do something different every day. So I get a lot of experience from that for my degree, but also just making connections on campus and getting to know people. It's really great. I also do the SMWC dance team, so I'm always dancing. I love the dance team. It's so fun. We'll learn new dances for football games and basketball games, so that's always a lot of fun. Just get moving, keep active in between studying and things like that. There's a lot of fun things to do on campus. Even though we're such a small campus, it's more like a little community of things. So like all of the music therapy majors, they had a little campfire and they did little songs, and like I got to go to that and just experience community, which is really sweet. But my favorite things just as an individual on campus, I like to go on walks, I like to see the pretty campus, just give a little peaceful time in between my studying. I study a lot, so to make it more fun, I come to like the 1840 and the fair. I go to places where people are just out and about, and then I can find a little community there. For a lot of people, I think SMWC is providential. I think it's a place you come to if you were meant to be here. I think it's a place that you come to for solace and peace. And I think it's that for a lot of generations, which is pretty cool. Academically, it's a place for strength. It's a place where I can come and learn everything that I've wanted to learn to become empowered, because that's the end goal. I want to come here and I want to be empowered, and I want to leave with more than I came with, which I absolutely think that I've already gotten. For me, coming here was not just about the academics. It was just, I wanted to become a better person. For me, that's the difference between all of the 9 schools I applied to and St. Mary of the Woods College. It's a place where you can come for peace. It's a place where you can come to change as a person, and it's a place where you can come to get support. And those are the 3 big things that I was like, that's the difference. That's how it's different from every other school. If you go to, a bigger school, you might not get that experience. Like, the biggest reason I came here is women empowerment. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. Just being able to know that even in fields where women aren't the majority of the people in the field, that I would be successful because people here believe in me. I'm just so excited to take what I've learned here from academics and people and just everyone on campus, whether that be spiritually, academically. I'm so excited to take everything I've learned so far and everything I know that I'm going to learn in the coming years, and just take that past campus into the next part of my life.